This is the afternoon weather briefing. This is for Monday, the 14th of July. This is James Spann. Alabama's weather relatively quiet this afternoon. Showers are few and far between. I think the same thing happens tomorrow. Then we'll see a gradual increase in the number of scattered showers and thunderstorms later this week. And of course, we are watching the tropics, specifically the northern Gulf. Let's take a look at the upper air look. And again, here in summertime, this often tells the story. And that's a pretty standard look for July. The stronger winds aloft are well to the north. We have light and variable winds here. Visible satellite view. The sky mostly sunny across the state. Cumulus clouds are so far really not developing and accordingly not much on radar. Got a couple of showers over the northeastern corner of the state, and that's about it. That's the regional radar composite. And again, a few showers could pop up at any time for the next several hours, but it looks like many places will be dry for the rest of today and tonight. Temperatures are just really not that bad for the middle part of July. Come on, 87 in Birmingham. We'll take that. Tuscaloosa, 89. Anniston, 89. The hot spot, Dothan, Wiregrass, 95. 91 for Montgomery, Mobile, and Huntsville. We've got a few scattered heat advisories across the Deep South, but of course everybody's hot and muggy. It's summertime. Around the nation, flash flood watches from Virginia up to New York City. We've got flash flood watches for parts of northwest Arkansas, southeast Oklahoma, and parts of the Texas Hill Country. Here's the severe weather outlook for the rest of today and tonight. Several marginal risks around the country, including one around Memphis and one from Florida up into the northeast United States. Tomorrow, a chance of severe storms over the northern high plains and the upper Midwest. And on day 3, which is Wednesday, got a risk of severe storms out across parts of the Great Plains and the Corn Belt. Rain for the next 7 days, and your number could be different, but this is an average between now and Monday morning of next week. About 1/2 inch for the north, the heavier totals near the coast. And again, if you got a beach trip, just don't panic. You're going to see all kind of stuff floating around here. But yes, there certainly could be elevated rain chances for a couple of days later this week. But again, those 3-inch amounts down there, that's stretched out over 7 days. And understand, every day on the coast, you'll have a chance of a shower or storm. That's just the way it works in summertime. But let's talk about the tropics. So we have an X on the board, a yellow X. That means there is a low chance of that low pressure area east of Daytona developing as it drifts westward. And over the next 7 days, that thing will be drifting across the northern Gulf. And again, the Hurricane Center giving this a 30% chance of becoming a depression or storm. So this is the new European, and the numbers have really jumped up. Now, this is the probability of tropical depression formation over the next 10 days. And this morning, the numbers were in the 10, 20, maybe 30% bracket. All of a sudden, on this run, they've jumped up into the 50, 60, and 70% bracket. However, this is the probabilistic outlook for tropical storm formation. 0. Nothing. So basically, and again, the models really don't develop any deep surface low at all here. So I think what's going to happen, we're going to see a broad trough or a surface low drifting along the northern Gulf. And for a day or two, at any given spot, there could be elevated rain chances. Even on those days, it won't rain all day. And I think you'll see some sun. I would not let this stop you from going to the beach. I'll put it that way. So let's go through modeling. Model fans, GFS 12Z run, 4 o'clock tomorrow. Flat ridge, and again, like today, partly sunny. Could there be a storm in spots? Yes, but I think much like today, they will most likely be few and far between. We're expecting highs tomorrow generally in the mid-90s. One of our hotter days this summer. We'll check the high-resolution HER, valid tomorrow evening. Actually, tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock, that's 21Z. Showing the better chance of showers perhaps over the southeastern counties of the state. Eufaula down toward Dothan and Geneva and Enterprise. But there could be a shower elsewhere, but I think it's going to be a lot like today. So this is Wednesday, kind of the same thing, widely scattered afternoon storms. And then Thursday, that's when the coverage of showers and storms will likely increase. Understand it's not going to rain all day. Most of the showers and storms during the afternoon and evening hours, but they should be greater in number on Thursday with that trough in the Gulf and the upper ridge weakening. And that'll be the deal for the rest of the week. This is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. A mix of sun and clouds all of those days with primarily afternoon and evening showers and storms. Heat levels down, highs around 90, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Not a washout at all, and you'll see a pretty decent amount of sun, but again, the chance of any one spot getting a storm better than 50% each day, late this weekend over the weekend. And again, notice there's no well-defined low in the northern Gulf. Nothing. The global models don't do anything with it, and the Europeans basically the same. This is a week from today, Monday the 21st. And again, light winds aloft, typical summer weather, partly sunny, maybe a storm in spots. We'll go out 10 days. This is Wednesday of next week, the 23rd. Look at the good trough up there in the northern plain states, but down here, flat ridge, summer weather, hot, humid, highs low to mid-90s, a few scattered afternoon storms. Rain for the next 15 days. This is coming off the European AI version. The mean about a little over 1 inch, not that much between now and the 29th of July. Temperatures, what you expect in July. Highs low and mid-90s, lows low and mid-70s, and the latest long-range guidance just in. July 22nd through July 28th, temperatures above average over much of the country with a ridge in place here. But again, we still don't see any sign of excessively hot weather, upper 90s or higher. Hey, we got to roll some Children's of Alabama Kid Cam. What a time we had down in Washington County on Saturday at Chatham. The Washington County Public Library did a weather program before our book event, and that place was packed. I mean, we had a big crowd. And let me tell you what, I like that cake. That's absolutely outstanding. Wow, that is too good. But everybody was so kind and just had a marvelous day. We did some storm spotting. We need more storm spotters in southwest Alabama. Did a bit of hurricane information. Obviously, hurricane season is here. Anybody that lives in South Alabama, of course, is focused on that. But great time. So many nice people there. So again, to everybody in Chatham at the Washington County Public Library, thanks a lot for a great time on Saturday. You guys are looking good. So today had a great time at Ollie of in Birmingham, OLLI, the OSHA Long Learning Institute. I believe that's what that stands for. But a really good crowd at River Chase United Methodist today. Everybody was so nice there. Tomorrow going to be in Dothan, the Wiregrass. Northside Methodist Camp, Northside Methodist Church. Wednesday going to be in Trustful, Noah's Park, weekday early education. It'll be a fun time to see the little ones. Got a 3-for-1 special on Thursday. Going to be at Camp Journey at Pelham Park Middle School. I'll be at the Pelham Senior Adult Center, and then I will do a Camp Legacy at Berry Middle School in Hoover. And then Friday, going to be in Montevallo at Parnell Memorial Library for a big program there at 10 o'clock. And Saturday, it's a book signing. Yeah, indeed. It's going to be a big day. We're going to be in Florence in the Shoals. In fact, I was there last week up in Sheffield. And we are going to be at Turbo Coffee on Tennessee Street, the time between 10:30 and 1:30. And we have such a good time. We've been there before, and if you want to come see us, we'll have all of the shirts, books, hats, all the good stuff. We take all these pictures and have so much fun. So again, Florence, Turbo Coffee, 10:30 until 1:30 on Saturday. And, of course, Weather Brains tonight. It's Monday night, the weekly show for weather geeks, dweebs, nerds, dorks, and weenies. YouTube.com/weatherbrains, 7 o'clock Central. Always a lot to talk about. And we'll be on the television side this evening, ABC 3340 News. Thanks for watching. Have a great Monday evening, and God bless.